There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Motion from the back. Hits inside. It's Grove. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Iamaleava on the play action. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Grove. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Play fake, Iamaleava moves to his right. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Gonna run it. It's Galloway. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll 2nd and goal. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bruins.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Colorado's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. He's coming off a 6-catch, 3-touchdown performance in their last win. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's Welch. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Lewis from the gun on third down. The quick game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Welch. Nowhere to go. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third and long coming up. Here's Lewis to throw. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. Makes a catch at the 10. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Tight end now in motion. Iamaleava going to take a shot at this DB. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Saying in the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Grove. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Back's got it on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Galloway. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Powers inside. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
And That's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Still looking to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Buffs now use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got a man. It's Bowie. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Throwing, Lewis. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Lewis wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch in the end zone.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fresh center downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Lewis. He'll pull it down and run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Drops back on first down. Release to the back. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out wide right, it's Bowie. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back. Forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. First and 10. They'll run the counter. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Keeps it, looking for the edge. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Grove. Got him. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
I mean, they didn't reinvent football on this drive. That was really impressive watching them just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch, and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in the second half. Like early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Welch. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 2nd down coming up. On the RPO, got him. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Slings it downfield. Complete in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Welch. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buffs! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, Iamaleava makes the grab. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Got a little space. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava finds his target down the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Rolls right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Iamaleava. Left side is Jordan. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Again, it's Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Holds on, it's Danzy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the...
Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Lewis on the play action. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for the edge, it's Welsh. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. Looking for the edge. Fighting off the defender. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running inside, it's Welch.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They were all over it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. He's inside the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point if we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And now this offense will take the field again. Over the middle, it's Williams. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. They're all over it. And they got it.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Quick give. It's Grove. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Right side, it's Grove. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking for a crease. It's Welsh. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Gets the back moving. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Using his feet.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's past the sticks. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Throwing, Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Back open in the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Throw it. Lewis. Out wide right, it's Bellamy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Bowie. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The Buffs now use their 3rd and final timeout. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most